In this week's Talking About Orks, we're going over the Wazbom Bastajet. Now last week I was talking about the Bastajet, and I think it edges out the Wazbom as far as the best flyer, but it's really close, and they actually do have different purposes, because while the Bastajet has 18 shots at strength 6 -1, good for killing infantry and small models, the Wazbom has a bunch of high strength, high damage weapons for like vehicles and monsters and stuff. So the Wazbom Bastajet is a single model equipped with 2 Wazbom mega cannons, a smasher gun, and a stick bomb flinger. And it has the same, all the flyers have the same stats: movement 20 to 60 down to 20 to 25, weapon skill 5, ballistic skill 5 to 6, strength 6, toughness 6, wounds 12, attacks, who cares, leadership 6, and a 4+ save. So the smasher gun is the exact same smasher gun as the mech guns. Heavy D3, strength is 2d6 equal to or greater than toughness, AP -4 and d6 damage. Stick bomb flinger 12 inches, assault 2d3, strength 3, 0, 1. Teleport mega blaster, or it comes with the Wazbom mega cannons. 36 inch range, heavy D3, strength 8 -3, d6 damage. So again, very similar to the custom mega cannon. And again, on one or more unmodified hit rolls of 1 for this weapon, the bearer suffers 1 mortal wound. Unmodified hit rolls of 1. Interesting. Worker options. This model will replace both Wazbom mega cannons with 2 teleport mega blasters. This model may take 2 super shooters, and this model will replace its stick bomb flinger with a custom force field. So, and then the teleport mega blaster is 24 inch, assault 3, strength 8 -2, and d3 damage. But it has additional, if this model suffers any unsafe wounds from this weapon and is not slain, roll a d6 at the end of the phase. If the result is greater than that model's wounds characteristic, not current wounds characteristic, it is slain. So obviously you can only do that to something that has 5 or fewer wounds. So since you're probably going to be shooting this thing at high toughness, multi-wound models in the first place, like monsters and rhinos and stuff like that, you're probably not going to really run into that very often. So let's talk about the differences between the teleport mega blaster and the Wazbom mega cannons. Of course, one is assault 3, so that's good. You can advance and still shoot it, which if you're doing Evil Suns might come into play, because it is short range, only 24 inches. So I mean, you do have a long threat range. I mean, flyers do have a big range, but still, you don't always necessarily want to get that close to things, especially things that fly like demon princes. And assault 3, strength 8 -2, so it's only -2 AP, and it's d3 damage, versus the Wazbom mega cannon, which is 36 inches, heavy d3. So it's d3, so it's going to be 2 to 6 shots for the 2 of them, as opposed to 6 shots guaranteed. But it's longer range. It is heavy, but that doesn't matter. We'll cover that in a minute. Strength 8 is -3 and d6 damage. I don't see any reason to take the teleport mega blasters, to be perfectly honest. Oh, and I should also point out the teleport mega blasters are 6 points more per gun, so that's 12 points more for what I think is a vastly inferior weapon. You can do less damage because it's d3 instead of d6, and it's -2 instead of -3. So I don't see any reason to take the teleport mega blaster over the Wazbom mega cannons. I mean, I don't see any reason to do it. They're more expensive, and they're not as effective, and their special role isn't going to come into play pretty much ever. So stick with your Wazbom mega cannons. I think you'll be much happier. So it does have Daka airborne, so it's can only be charged by units that fly. Hard to hit, -1 to hit in the shooting phase. Supersonic, standard flyer rules. Mech brain enhanced weapon sights. This model ignores the penalty for moving and firing heavy weapons, so that's really nice. In addition, at the beginning of your shooting phase, you can choose an enemy unit. Until the end of that phase, add 1 to hit rolls for attacks made against that unit with this model's smasher gun. So that's not a bad deal. So you're now on your smasher guns hitting on, it has a +1 to hit against a particular target. It doesn't have to be the same target, of course, as the mega cannons. So that's really nice. But you're probably going to be shooting everything at the same target anyway, more often than not. Custom force fields, of course, friendly Ork can use 5 inches. 9 inches gets a 5-up invul save, which is really nice for a fast-moving unit. Keep up with bikes, storm boys, other planes, give them all flying formation, give them all a 5-up invul save. And of course, you got to remember that measures from the base, not the plane. 9 crash and burn on a 6. It crashes, and units within 6 inches take D3 mortal wounds. So the thing is, I looked up the Sick Bomb Flinger, which I've never taken. You'll probably never take over the custom force field, because the point of this thing is to take that custom force field. Really, you get a really nice anti-vehicle shooting and a high-speed custom force field that protects itself and everything else around it for the low price of 159 points. But you can have the super shooters, making it up to 179. I haven't taken super shooters yet, simply because I haven't had the points for them, but it's an option. So it'd be 179 with the mega cannons and the KFF and the 2 super shooters. Again, I don't think the super shooters are really going to be great, so you probably save 20 points by not including them. But I mean, that is, and it's only 6 shots, so. But that's a personal preference. Again, I don't take them in because I haven't had the points for them. And of course, clans, the obvious clans. Again, it's a shooty unit, so you're going to want to play either freebooters or bad moons with it. Really, that's it. I mean, the smash again hitting on a 3+, or getting down to a 2+ against a unit that flies with long uncontrolled bursts is nice. Smash again hitting on 2+ is really nice, especially with Daka. I haven't actually done that yet because I usually save the long control burst for the Daka-jets, but when I'm playing freebooters. But anyway, so what is Wazbom going to be doing? I said it is obviously an anti-vehicle, anti-monster unit with a lot of strength 8 and high strength shots. I should say the smash gun isn't really strength 8. I mean, it's hard. It's a high strength weapon with -4 and D6 damage. So you're going to have basically 2 D3 plus 1 shots at D6 damage each. That is a lot of. That's really good shooting. And if you go back to my Morkanaut video, that's the same number of shots you get out of a Morkanaut for double the price, more than double the price. But anyway, that's why I don't like the Morkanaut. So Wazbom gives you a huge force field because again, it's measured from the base. That moves fast, especially if you're playing any sort of a fast unit. You know, you can move your Wazbom up and then jump your boys in front of it within that 9-inch bubble, so they get the 5-up invul save on their Overwatch. I mean, how can that be a bad thing, right? And you're going to be doing it's great for picking out, and it goes with its high strength weapons. It's going to be a good character sniper. I think the Daka is going to be better because most characters are going to have a good invul save and a good armor save. So getting more shots in, it means more failed saves. Because this one, I mean, you get 2 or 3 hits, 2 or 3 wounds. I mean, there's a good chance of making all their invul saves. But you know, if you're getting 18 shots and 15 wounds in, they're going to miss a couple of those saves and get some wounds through a lot easier. I think that's why I like the Daka-jet for sniping a little bit more than the Wazbom. But overall, the Wazbom is absolutely fantastic. It has excellent anti-vehicle shooting. It's got that force field, which you need all over the field, so you don't have to worry about castling up quite as much. It protects itself with it, protects other planes, protects other fast units. And it's got some great rules to go with it. You know, that +1 to hit, and the with the smash gun and the Daka, it all adds up to just an absolutely excellent unit that is definitely worth every single point we pay for it. There's no doubt about it. So Wazbom Bastajet, I cannot recommend this thing highly enough, especially if you're running planes, running 1 Daka-jet and 1 Wazbom in a formation, or even, you take the air wing detachment, run 2 Daka-jets and a Wazbom. I mean, it's kind of spendy. I mean, that is like 400 and there's a little over 450 points for that, but that is a tremendous amount of firepower with its own built-in 5-up invul save. And an extra command point on top of it. And you can give those a separate culture from the rest of your army if you want to. So if you want to have an air wing detachment that is just bad moons for the reroll ones, while you're playing evil sons with boys and everything else to jump and stuff like that, that is a very viable strategy. And it comes down to having that 5-up invul save for your Daka-jets. It's going to be great. Of course, smart players will target the Wazbom first. So that's why you have to be careful with your placement and why I prefer the mega cannons, to try and keep them away from the short range weapons like melta-guns and cyclic ion blasters and stuff like that. And they can stay effective a lot longer. So let me know your thoughts about the Wazbom below. I can't say enough good things about it, but I think the Bastajet just edges it out overall. Especially if you're only going to take one, you might want to take the Bastajet. But depending on your army, the Wazbom, again with that high speed force field, if you got a bunch of other high speed units, the force field able to keep up with you, especially after Legends come out and we lose the force field on a bike, the mech on a bike, in competitive play. But anyway, I think I've rambled on long enough. Wazbom Bastajet, absolutely excellent unit, well worth the points we pay for it. And thanks for watching.
Thank you for watching this episode of Talking About Orks. Please subscribe and hit the bell button for notifications for new Talking About Orks videos every Wednesday, new battle reports every Friday, and hobby videos whenever I can. Thanks for watching.